Hello everyone, Trent here. Welcome to the Fortress Comics Vault, where I go through the week's comic books and review them for you. We have a very special issue drop this week. It has been one of the best comic books I have read in recent times. It is to do with Spider-Man. It is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, issue 6, written by Tom Taylor. Now, I know we did a Tom Taylor review last week, but honestly, I cannot say enough good things about what Taylor is doing with this series. We get Spider-Bite, who has been a mystery character. We've been wondering what the go is. It's a great, heartfelt, very self-contained story, but it also plays into the overarching plot and theme that is going on with Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This is a story that is the epitome of what Spidey represents. We have Tom Taylor as the writer, Juann Cabal as the artist, Nolan Woodard and Federico Blee as the color artist, and Travis Lanham as the letterer. This is a stunning book. Seriously, Cabal on art is just absolutely phenomenal. His pages are bright, they're vibrant. Yeah, the characters stand out. There's hyper detail there. Everything is great. The way it's drawn and the way it progresses throughout the story, it kind of travels along what Taylor's doing, where you learn that Spidey's in this epic team-up with this new Spider-Bite. Who is Spider-Bite? Why is he so important? And the story also becomes that little bit more ludicrous, where we get to the point where it's actually Spider-Man versus the Sinister 60, which is an excellent splash page in itself. But all I can say is, well done, Tom Taylor. You have brought a lot of heart to this issue. Spider-Bite is actually a character, a young boy who's going through terminal cancer, and he's getting treatment much like Spidey is dealing with Aunt May going through her cancer treatment as well. So this is really getting Spidey back down to a street level, helping out the community. He is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He is still amazing. He is still sensational. He is still Peter Parker. But to this child, he is the hero that is looking after him and wants to get him through. He wants to have one really good day in an otherwise terrible, terrible time he's going through. And we get to feel that, we get to experience that. Some of the dialogue between Spider-Bite and Peter in this little make-believe sequence that we get, and it is a make-believe sequence until probably the final third of the book. It is fantastic. There's a lot of different scenes going on. There's even a homage to One More Day where Spidey's going against Mysterio and he's holding up a finger, kind of like Doctor Strange in Endgame. And you just think, he's referring to One More Day before, pow, right in the kisser. And going up against Stiltman as the mastermind, it's a lot of humor, a lot of jokes, but it is really at its core a really strong tale showing just how much inspiration children going through terminal diseases need, and also just how strong they actually are. I'm not going to say it made me cry, but it made me feel a lot of emotions that a lot of comics seldom do. So that is great work from Tom Taylor. He is continuing to nail it, and to see, once they come out of that dreamscape, to see Peter and the rest of the orderlies and nurses and family dressed up as these villains, it just brings it and hits the nail home. So if you have a relative that has gone through this at all, this will really connect with you and resonate with you on a personal level. And it's just something that I really am enjoying with this series and this book. Every single issue is showing Peter going through some sort of significant growth, especially since he found out that May had the cancer. Last issue, he kind of pushed it away and didn't want to deal with it until he went outside and was being Spidey, and he helped the little guy again. It made him realize that that's what he's good at. And this is the same thing again. He helps the little guy. He's about to leave, and then he realizes that, this is a one-off thing. And the boy doesn't want the day to end. He doesn't want to sleep because he's worried about going to sleep and then not waking back up. And as a reader, you think about that, and you start to think, God, could you imagine being in that position where you are that sick, where you fear going to sleep, and because it could be your last. And it leads to a very, very warm, heartfelt moment at the end of the book where Spidey comes back and just takes the boy back out, web slinging as if he's actually Spider-Man. Do you have a coat? Yeah, I do. Let's get him out. And he's just thwip, web zipping through the air. I love it. The colors are vibrant, very bright. There's nothing to fold in this at all. The art is on point at every panel. There's just so much detail. I I can't recommend this book enough. It's not one of the biggest sellers on the market, so please get behind this book. Make sure it stays on stands as long as possible, because it is probably one of the best Spider-Man books going around. And that's saying something when you got an epic story arc going on with Hunted by Nick Spencer. And it's definitely beating Spectacular Spider-Man. So, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, first appearance of Spider-Bite. Hopefully we do get to see some more interaction between these two as we go on. It is a beautiful book. The cover is by Andrew Robinson, and yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Juann Cabal's art is enough to pick it up, but the story written by Tom Taylor, it just shows that he gets the characters. He is passionate, and he puts his own kind of, I don't know if it's his own experiences. I would love to hear if this is a personal type of tale for Tom, but he just knows how to resonate with the reader, and I love it. He's got witty dialogue. I can't fault this book at all. So go to your comic store, pick it up, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue 6 in the comments below. What did you enjoy about it the most? What were your favorite moments? There's a lot of banter. My personal favorite moment was when Doc Ock is escaping via public transport. Supervillains don't escape by public transport. Yeah, and there's a lot of touching moments in this. So yeah, pick it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Follow our handles at Fortress Nerds on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Trent, and as always, you're watching The Fortress.